everyone. Thanks for joining us. We have actually some really exciting news. So first of all, we're going on vacation, which hasn't happened in, what, 5 years or something like that. So we are going on vacation, but not only are we going on vacation, we are taking the rig and our Cobra over to Sturgis, South Dakota. So we are hitting the road right now. You can hear the truck running already. We are going to be heading down there to go to the Sturgis Mustang Rally, which is going to be, starts Monday in about 3 days. We're going to go through Yellowstone on the way, but should be a good time.
Yeah. The rig, huh?
The rig.
We're taking the rig.
The rig.
Yeah.
What would you call it? What else would you call it? It's
We're
the
hauling
rig.
a car to South Dakota.
Yeah.
To SMR. I think is what they're
SMR?
calling it.
The Sturgis Mustang Rally. Yep,
So,
2024.
Never been to this one. Never been out of state with a big show.
Yep, this is our first, yep.
We're on a quest to see how many trailer tires we can blow out. And yeah, have some fun and see some things with the top down. So
yep.
Maybe we get a buffalo run into the Mustang. That seems to be the
no.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
No.
Or maybe
Mustang,
we just snag a bear, put him in the back seat. We'll figure something out on the way. So we'll see you as we go along. And yeah, this is, if you're into traveling or anything like that, like we want to be, stay tuned. We're going to learn together. And yeah, it's only taken us about a week to prep this stupid trailer. To get going, so I don't think we've forgotten anything. My list is completely crossed off, other than the fact that we are missing some snacks right now. We got to have some snacks because straight through it's about 14-15 hours, and yeah, so it'll be not that bad going because we're taking time to stop and smell the flowers, but coming back it's going to be a pretty long haul. So yep.
And we didn't get dinner last night because we were up till like midnight getting everything ready outside, so that was a good time.
Yeah.
All right, see you soon. Bye. Hey everyone, we are on the road still, headed over to Sturgis.
Road still? It's our first stop.
Yeah, it's our first.
Well, we had to get, you know,
get
some
gas
people,
and stuff.
I'm traveling with somebody that can't stop and pass the bathroom without talking.
Whatever.
Anyway.
You know, I don't want to get stuck out in the middle of the desert because we are out in the middle of literally nowhere right now.
We're in the middle of lava flows.
Yes. So, what is it called again here? The
lava flows.
I know they're lava flows, but we're
near craters of
the moon in Idaho.
Yep.
And it's actually, so turning this direction, you can kind of see out in the distance some of the black rock, a lot of the lava rock out here. But we are actually not at Craters of the Moon like visitor center. We are at the ice caves, which
Shoshone Ice Caves.
Shoshone Ice Caves.
Shoshone.
Whatever it is.
That's where we're at.
You would definitely not expect to find ice around here because it's not hot, but it's warm. A little windy for sure. It's been windy for a while. But here we are, and we're going to go check it out. So come on with us. Let's see, here's the property around here. Oh my gosh.
There's dinosaurs here. So, yep. We're going to go check this out.
Check out the visitor center and everything else here, and then we'll take you along with us.
This is Shoshone Ice Caves. My name is Courtney and I'm going to be your tour guide. We're going to go on about a 3/4 mile tour. There are roughly 80 stairs in and out of the cave, and they are made out of lava rock, so they're pretty uneven. So just make sure you watch your step when we get to those. Please stay on the trail at all times. Don't pick up anything, no plants, rocks, anything like that. Feel free to ask me a question at any point in time, just as long as I'm not talking so I can hear your question. Other than that, let's get on our tour.
Cool.
Thanks. They made it out, so it looks good for us.
Alright, so right here we are now at the entrance of our cave, but before we continue, I'm just going to explain a little bit of the history of the cave. So in the early 1800s, there was this young 12-year-old boy. He was looking for his family's lost sheep and found them drinking out of a water hole. This water hole was roughly 2 feet by 2 feet. Then when he looked inside, he saw a whole bunch of ice. He was so amazed by what he saw, he decided to go home and tell his family and friends about it. Eventually, it became a very popular spot to hang out, and then the state ended up finding out about it. When the state found out, they decided they actually wanted to start harvesting the ice out of the cave. In doing so, Shoshone became very popular for having ice-cold things all year round. Eventually, they decided to ship it clear from Shoshone to Oregon. Unfortunately, though, they were taking that ice out of the cave so fast that the cave's natural cooling system couldn't keep up with how fast they were taking the ice out of the cave. So they decided to see if they could actually blow a hole in the back wall of the cave to find more cave and more ice. But instead, they ended up blowing a hole in the roof of the cave, causing the cave to lose its natural cooling system. After that, everybody forgot about how special this place was. Luckily, though, several years later, around 1840, a young gentleman named Russell Robinson came along. He got a lease from the state because he wanted to see if he could work with that airflow, patch up the holes, and get the cave to start producing ice again. It took him roughly 10 years, but he was actually very successful. This door and wall right here is part of his patch-up job, and when we get to the back of the cave, I'll show you his other patch-up job as well. Since he's so successful, the cave is now able to stay between 20 and 30 degrees all year round.
Wow. It's going to be cold in there.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you guys wearing shorts and stuff? You ain't saying nothing.
Oh, that's funny.
See how the southern Idaho there.
Well,
You from Boise, huh?
Usually the front desk people tell them to wear a light jacket.
Oh.
about football.
Yeah, we got talking on other subjects. I think it's our fault. Ooh, it is chilly.
Yeah. This guy had spray foam back then? That's awesome.
Well, a lot of that's been filled in and stuff like that.
I'm kind of sorry.
Ice. Right here, the ice is 3 to 5 feet thick, and when we get to the back of the cave, it's 10 to 12 feet thick. It does go all the way to the bottom of the cave. It just gets thicker as we work our way back.
Holy cow. It's 3 feet deep here?
Yeah, 3 to 5 feet.
What? That's crazy.
Alright, so right here we have a collapsed section. In 1930 there was an earthquake. This is actually the only earthquake that we know of that affected this cave, but it did cause it to collapse right here.
I thought there was just one. I was like looking at the rocks.
That's funny. Not paying attention.
Alright, if you guys go ahead and look up to the top right corner in the back of the cave, you're going to see a darker spot in the back of the cave. This is where Russell Robinson patched up the back of the cave. He used tar paper, chicken wire, straw, and wood. He used these things because they resemble the pores of the rocks. It held in as much cold air as the rocks did and held out as much warm air as the rocks did as well. Back here we are roughly 80 to 100 feet underground. Also from the very back of the cave to the very front of the cave is roughly 1,000 feet.
Wow.
So was this thing full of ice when they were
Yeah.
mining? Okay. So this is just kind of what's left and
So yeah, so this whole thing was full.
yeah.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lights. It won't be completely dark though.
That's what
Okay.
I'm
I'm
talking
going
about.
to turn them off in 3, 2, 1. Alright, these rocks that you see in front of you have fluorite and other natural chemicals on them to help them glow under our blue light. You can go ahead and take a picture if you like. I recommend no flash to really capture that glow. These rocks were found 100-mile radius from here, and it is told that hippies brought them, which is actually true.
Oh, really?
Can
Cool.
you say hippies these days?
Yes. Stop
Okay,
it.
just that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You can see it like really in the camera.
So you just found
There's
these
like
out and
like
they
a
just are
blue
found out there?
glow.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So there's been some parties in
And if you guys go ahead and turn around, you'll see our Gothic arch. What's really cool about this is the reflection off the ice creates a full oval shape. It also creates the illusion that there was no ice in the cave. That's how deep the cave would be right now.
Up to the top of that arch.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, to the bottom of it.
Oh, I see.
If you can imagine it.
Yeah.
Right? Am I reading you right?
Yes.
Yep.
Very cool. It is windy. Bring a hair tie if you have long hair. All right, that concludes the ice caves. Thanks for coming along with us. It was kind of cool. Like, it was surprising how cold it got.
There's ice.
Well, I know there's ice,
There's
but I mean,
ice.
most caves.
Surprise! It's
Stop.
cold.
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
But most caves stay like 70 degrees all year long. So to have a cave that gets into the 20s just seems bizarre and crazy. But anyways, that was kind of cool though. And especially out here in the middle of the desert. It's kind of warm, so you would just never imagine in a million years that underground there's ice, and like 10 feet thick, I think is what she was saying, towards the back of the cave currently. And it was much thicker than that before they started harvesting it many years ago. So it's building back up, but it's going to take a long time. Anyways, kind of a cool thing to do if you're out in the area. I think it was $15 a person to, well, adult at least, to get through it. You got about a 30-minute tour, so I think it was a decent price for what you got. Very friendly staff and neat area, lots of room to park. We've got our big trailer and wasn't a problem getting in and out of here. So definitely worth a try in the future if you are out this direction.
Yep, and you're close to Craters of the Moon, and up the road a little bit, about 50 miles, is Haley and Ketchum, Idaho, which is a kind of the, I don't know, I guess you want to call it the Hollywood of the Northwest. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff up there, and you know, if you're into like celebrity watching and things like that, there's a lot of stuff up there going on. But pretty cool, ritzy little place, but beautiful little mountain area with the ski resort and all that stuff. It's got a lot of history behind it as well. So yeah, so our next stop here today is, well, what are we at here? We're at what, 3 o'clock. So we're going to try to go see Craters of the Moon and try to make it to Alpine, which is kind of the border of Idaho and Wyoming tonight. And then yeah, the next 3 days we'll be wandering through what is it, Yellowstone, and one is the Tetons. There's another park over there. We're gonna go check that out and see if we can find some buffaloes and some bears. And apparently we're not allowed to drive the car.
No, not taking a convertible show car through buffalo herds.
Yeah, glad we brought the
not
car.
Interested. We're going to bring in the car for the Mustang Rally, not for Yellowstone.
Anyway, all right, well, we're gonna get back in the truck and she's gonna get her grub on, get on to
It's time to eat more.
So all right, well, we'll see you in a bit.